Alright, let me just put this out and get this done here. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Another beautiful day. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Alright, so SNES console appeared to run faster with age. APU frequency increased by up to 182 Hz after 35 years. The older it gets, the faster it gets. Super Nintendo running fast in 2025. Listen to this. It says here, security consultant, taskbot, tool assistant, speedrun robot administrator Alan Cecil discovered the Super Nintendo console had grown slightly faster because of one of their chips, according to a 404 Media report. The classic gaming console uses a Sony SPC 700 APU audio processing unit with a digital signal processing DSP rate of 32,000 Hz. However, SNES emulator programmer noticed in 2007 that the chip run marginally faster at 32,040 Hz. So they had to use that value instead of prevent some game from breaking. The SPC 700 coprocessor uses a ceramic resonator running at 24,576 to set its frequency. However, this component is a sensitive piece of electronic, and heat and other environmental factors could affect its behavior. It says in late February, Cecil posted a blue sky using a taskbot account. This theory and asked for data from an SNES user. Preliminary result from the data shows a clear trend that the SNES console grow older. The SPC 700 chip seemingly run faster at the moment. The highest frequency submitted is 32,182 Hz. This increase is less than 1% than the original value of the 32,000 Hz, but could still affect in-game audio and break few titles. Then it says, since the SPC 700 only process audio data for the SNES, it will theoretically not allow you to play the game, especially if you put it on mute. But if you're a speedrunner or building a bot that relies on exact timing, the faster the load time brought up by the higher frequency on the SPC 700 would have an effect. That's because as the screen blacks out after you finish a stage, the console loads all the required data for next level, including the audio. If the APU could deliver that data to the CPU slightly faster than expected, the load time would decrease accordingly. And then it says, this might be good news for the average gamer, but it could wreak havoc on speedrunning records and speedrunning bots. Fortunately, the slight performance increase brought about by the SPC 700 does not affect humans, speedrunners. We don't know yet how much of an impact it will have on a long speedrun, says Cecil. We only know it as at least some impact on how quickly data can be transferred between CPU and APU. On the other hand, taskbot playthrough might be affected, especially as its action must be accurate down to a millisecond. Still, Cecil is gathering more data to see how time affects the console as a component in these devices and in millions of others grow older. Learning how to deal with their changes would help us emulate them in the future and preserve the classic gaming that built our childhood. Well, Super NES trying to live life everlasting, huh? well, they ran a little test on it. Not bad. It only gained like 1%. Okay, not bad. It went from it's 32,132 Hertz, but the original value of 32,000. So yeah, 1% increase. Okay. Well, still been Super Nintendo still got some life in it, and it affects game audio. But when you look at this article, it's about See how long will the Super Nintendo live? You know, like, you know that. But because this is really dealing about game preservation, so yeah. Still, Super Nintendo still fighting, man. Still fighting, and they use a SBC 700, a Sony chip, huh? That might explain why they made the Super Nintendo CD. Just saying. Anyway, but nice little experiment though. You know, test just to test the strength of the system and see what it can, how much it can handle, what it can handle. You know, and what works and what do not work. So, nice little experiment for what they can do. Yeah. And it says since this SBC 7 only process audio data for the SNES, it will theoretically not affect how you play games, especially if you put it on mute. But if you're a speedrunner or building a bot that relies on exact timing, the faster the load time brought about by the higher frequency on SBC 700 would have an effect. Yeah. Super Nintendo still going strong, man. Still going. Yeah. Let's see what else here. Anything else on this? Okay, gets a little faster. Okay, we got that part. Okay. Okay, and then it has like the ceramic resonator. There's a special chip too. Yeah. Very sensitive too. Yeah. So if you mess that chip up, you might damage the Super Nintendo. Yeah. It says heat and environment can affect its behavior. Yeah. Super NES, man. Yeah. I wonder if they got a video here, because if they do, I'll leave the link in the description box. Let's see here. What do we got? Do they have a video? Do they have a video? Nope. No, they don't. Do they have a video? Let's see here. Okay. Do they have a video? No. I'll have to probably go on YouTube and see if they got a video on this. Look it up. Let's see. Okay, TaskBot. Thought they had a video on this. No, they don't. Anyway, leave this video for y'all to enjoy though. Super Nintendo's still living. Nice talking to you people. And Chris, little Star Wars star. Or Dark Side. Go. Peace.